I'm Sandy.
I'm Dee.
If you were to ask anyone what their most prized possession is, they'd probably say something like a piece of jewelry or an article of clothing, or even something that was handed down to them. If you ask me what my favorite prized possession is, I'll tell you it's a moo-moo. Now, this may seem strange to you because, well, first off, how many 21-year-olds do you know who own a moo-moo? And second, how many of them would actually admit that it's their most prized possession? My name is Shawna Haag, and today I'm going to explain to you why. This moo-moo is my most prized possession. I'm going to explain to you the history behind it, why I chose it, and what value it holds to me. Now, in order to explain why I chose the moo-moo, I have to tell you the history behind it. My grandmother made it for me. She always had a knack for sewing her own moo-moos, and I always used to ask her if she would make me one. It looked like a very comfortable piece of clothing, and let me tell you that the moo-moo to this day is the most comfortable article of clothing I own. The moo-moo is neutral in color compared to most I've seen. It's purple and white tie-dye, and it's ankle length. It has 3 rows of gold and green stitching going along the collar. And she sewed on the inside, instead of a tag, she put "handmade with love." My grandmother and I were like best friends. We always used to hang out together, and whenever I'd go over to her house, she'd take me to the movies or she'd take me shopping. It was a little girl's dream. I remember that whenever I'd go over there and she would take me shopping, we'd come home arms full of bags, and I'd have this huge grin on my face like the cat who swallowed the canary as I trotted in and showed my grandfather all of the clothes she bought me. And of course, I had to show them off. So my grandparents were my audience, and their house was my stage as I modeled every piece of clothing she bought me. My grandmother gave me the moo-moo about a year before she started getting sick. She had emphysema, and the doctors didn't catch it in time, although we knew that she was sick long before they had ever said anything. When she gave me the moo-moo, it was Christmas of 2002. And 2 years and 2 months later, she passed away in February of 2005. It was probably the hardest loss for me because she was like my best friend. We grew so close. And whenever I get lonely or I miss her, I put the moo-moo on and remember all of the good times that we shared together. The moo-moo represents, for me, years of friendship and bonding. Although it's a piece of clothing, it's a reminder of the relationship that my grandmother and I shared together. So now, I've shared something very special and very close to me with you. I feel like you know me a little bit better, and I hope I have enlightened you so that you feel part of the fondness that I feel when I wear this moo-moo. Thank you.